This is Irontrader. This is midday trading. So we're going to take a look here at Bitcoin both ways. We're going to take a look at the actual Bitcoin, and we'll take a look at BITI, which is the short on Bitcoin. And we'll take a look here at crude oil and natural gas. But first of all, we're going to take a look here at PLTR, PLTR. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, selling stock commodity ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have PLTR. All right, let's get you up on this here. Okay. Now, you can see here the whole market is selling off here. Everybody's getting ready for the big tariffs and everything. Now, again, over the weekend, somehow as this is adjusted, you could have a rip-your-face-off rally, or we could just tank like a stone, okay? So we've got to see which way it shakes out. For me, it makes no difference. I'm a long and short guy, so, you know, market goes down, market goes up, don't mean dick. Okay, so what we had here, we went all the way up here to this 98.17. Now, you can see all these red candles, okay? Now, right now is not the time that you want to buy this until we find an actual bottom. Okay, so there's a couple areas that we're looking for. All right, so now you can see where we were below this 8 and 50 day, and we are below this 86.13. So if it can at least hold that 86.13 on a closing basis today, that would be kind of a positive area. If not, you're going to come here and look at that 79.44 and possibly 74.57 retest here of the recent low. Okay, now what we always want to do is watch on that weekly. Okay, so you got 81.51 level. Okay, so with today's low here, we're sitting at 84.10. So that just right above here, this 100-day is going to be this 21 SMA here. Now, again, you can see how it did on last time on the weekly. It went all the way down, and you can got as low here as 74.57 level, which is basically right there. So that could be retested very, very easily and then bounce up for the week. Because remember, this is a weekly chart, so it's going to take 5 days for that chart, that candlestick to develop here, okay? But right now, I just don't see a buying opportunity in here, because what you have is you got the high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower lows all the way on down. I don't see anything. You got a waterfall going on until we can get some kind of a reversal candle, okay? But again, that being said, if you can hold this 86.13 level, okay, that would be kind of a positive, and then we could work maybe off of that if it could create a tail. Now, if it can't, we got to trade basically against this candle then is what we're looking for here come Monday, okay? So actually Sunday night, 8 o'clock, you can also trade it too. So you're looking at the high of 89.38 and that low of 84.10. But for me, I would be waiting on this to at least if it held that 100-day or even this retest here at that 74.57 level, okay? So because you look at here at the RSI 45, that's got plenty of room on the downside. The green is rolling over here, so this could flatten out, you know, and still bring that back up here. But everything right now is based on the tariff news. That's what everything is selling. Everybody's all scaredy cat, and they're doing this and doing that. You know, it's just it's a lot of nonsense, okay? So, again, on this here, I would wait if you're trading this here. Let's just see if it get back above that 21-day. If it can, okay, then we have to see what the reaction is going to be on Monday. Is it going to come to the bottom of that candle, or is it going to crack right back up? Now, again, if it can move back up here again, then what you do is you're watching that 90.62 level. That's your 50-day and your 8-day. Then we're going to just follow the candles up here, 93.65, and then we have 97.30. Then your retest there of 98.17. But this just, I don't see any reversal candle here yet. There's nothing going on here, okay, as of right now. All right, let's take a look here now at Bitcoin and BITI. Okay, here we have the old Bitcoin. Now, last couple days here, I've been pointing out here that we had a possible bull flag. That is negated. There is no bull flag here. That is done. We have the big-ass red candle, okay? So, downside here. Okay, we got to watch, obviously, today's low. You're looking at 83.890. This is what you're looking at next here, is that 83.140 level. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to come down to the bottom of this candle here at that 82.075, and we'll come down here. You're looking at 81.120, and then we have 87.60, and then we're going to come down here, 80.40 level, and then we can come all the way down to the bottom of this candle, 78.655. But you're really looking at that 78 level, that's that 100-day, and then that price channel, which is the recent low, at 76.735. Now, you can see here where you had this 83.825 level. And then we look to the bottom of this candle out here. Okay, so you have 83.65 level. So we're holding this kind of a support here here. But when you see this big ass red candle, if this holds through the day, this is obviously going to be going lower. There's no question about it. But again, that bull flag, that is negated. Now again, if it pops back up here, this is going to be resistance at 85.297, and we have that 8-day sitting right there at that 86.078, and then we're going to be looking here to yesterday's high, 87.7085, and then we have today's high at that 88.050. Okay, but when you have this big red flag here, big red candle, that is not a good look at all. 43, this is nowhere near oversold. The green is here still above your red, but we got to see how this all shaken out here. But right now, this does not look good. However, on the positive here, I am long on the BITI. We got the short ski going here today. Look how nice this is. Okay, so as this thing is rolling, this thing is rolling up. Look at this. So it came right down, held that 100-day, came down today, and we're holding that key 8 SMA here at that 25.27, and now we're just above that 25.69 level. Okay, so if it can keep rolling up here, okay, so far you have that 25.97. If we can keep rolling back up here, what do we got here? You got 26.16 level. Then we'll come up top of there. You look at 26.39. We come up here, 26.82. This follow the candles all the way up, 27.32, and your big retest is 28.23 level. Now, if we can break out of this here, so as this would sell down to this area here, this would go nicely up to that 28 area. And if we start losing this area, then we can aim for this nice 200-day at that 31.64 level. Okay, so when you trade the short, always put these side by side because what you really want to watch is the Bitcoin and where it's bottoming or where it's going to stop kind of situation, and then we just trade accordingly to that with this here. Okay, so if this comes down here, then this is going to be going up there. Okay. Let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have crude oil. Now you can see here we had this nice run up here. I was holding the 8-day. And so far we are holding the 8-day. Sold right on down. Where'd it go? Right to the 8-day. That's why you trade the charts. Okay? Paul, what we have is this sideways action. So as long as we're above that 8-day, we have sideways to up kind of action here. But you have a lot of resistance here. Okay, see what you have here is you have that 50-day now at 70.61. And then we have 70, what is that? 70. A 66 level head here. So this is going to be very, very strong resistance, but you notice that that 50-day now crossed over that 100-day. So as that comes on down and your 8-day is going to go up, something's going to give. This is either going to blast to the bottom or she's going to go to the top. If she goes to the top, then we're going to look at your target is going to be 72.85 up here. Now, if this 8-day is lost, you're going to come right here to this 67.88 level. That's your 21 simple moving average. But right now, we're holding it. So as long as we hold it, it doesn't matter. Even if you say, oh, it hold it just a little bit, that all doesn't matter. Let me see when I get the chart back for you. Okay. So yeah, that doesn't matter here. As long as it holds it on a closing basis, that's all that matters. So right now we're holding, looking very, very good here on sideways action. But if we start losing it, well, then we're done. Now, UCO, I sold out of that there today. We got as high as 26.27. I didn't get that. I sold it out at 26.15. I had a stop in there, and it stopped me right out. So now I'm going to see what's going to happen here at this 8-day and what's going to happen here at the rest of the day. Now, the rig count will be out at 1, not a market mover, but, you know, info is info. Okay, so again, watch that 8-day on a closing basis. If it's lost, you can come right to that 21-day. Upside, you got that 50-day, 70.61, and you got 70.66, which is your 100-day. So we're trading this range here now till she either is going to break up or we're going to break on down. Now here, 50, not overbought or oversold, plenty of room on the downside or upside. Same way here, we got the green is over your red, which showed good momentum. But right now is we might even be a topping situation. We got to see how this all shakes out. Now, natty gas, well, it came down here and held that nice level right here. Okay, so we came down to 3.73. What we're looking for right there is 3.74. You came in with 1 penny. Not too bad. Okay, so I said, why watch that? If that level is lost, then right here is your target is going to be that 359, and then the bottom of that candle at 355 level. Okay, but that's not what happened. It's starting to rally up here. Now we're above the 50-day at 387, and now it looks like we're above that 8-day at 3.95. Okay, so this is going to be a support level. That 8-day, okay, and then that 50-day is going to be support level, and then right here is going to be that retest of 373, which was yesterday's low. Okay, so Upside here, this is going to be our target. This is what we're looking for right now, is at 410. Okay, so I'm still scalping the UNG on the long side here. I got a stop loss in there at 2060, and I'm going to see how that all going to shake out here. But right now here, if it keeps on running, this is what I'm looking for. That's your upside target is 410. Downside, it needs to hold the 8-day and that 50-day. If not, we're going to retest that 3.73 level. Okay, so this doesn't tell us much. We're just pretty much right in the middle. It could go up or down. This is still buried. I mean, momentum there to the downside. So this could curl up here, and that would take the price and rise it right on up. Now, again, we get above that 21-day, then we're looking for that 4.25 level. Okay, that's going to be your next level, and then we just follow the candles all the way out and up here. But again, got to be a little bit careful here. Let's just see how this all shakes out. Okay, that's what I got for you, and I'll be back here after your pick call. Take a look at Bitcoin, crude oil, natural gas. Now we're starting, the market here is getting totally hammered. So we've got to see how this is all going to shake out here, for the day. Okay, trade what's in front of you, not what you want.